Here. Thank
Hey,
you.
hi Sarah. It's so nice to meet you. I'm Kami from the mamadiaries.com.
Hi, Cami. It's great to meet you too.
It's great to meet you. So Virgin River, it is wildly popular. Wildly, it's insane. I love it. What is it like being part of a series with such a huge fan base?
It's crazy. I think when we make it up here, because we shoot it in Vancouver, which is where I live and where I'm from. And so we make this show and we're like a little family up here. And then it is crazy. It has this worldwide appeal. And I don't think any of us really expected any of that. I feel very grateful to be a part of it and really feel the love from the amazing fan base. Like I couldn't ask for anything else.
I've been a huge fan of this since the very beginning. It's like, and my husband actually watches it with me, which I think is awesome. Like he enjoys
Oh,
the story.
amazing.
Yeah, right? So Lizzie's character, adore her. She has evolved so much. I would think she's had like the biggest transformation of all the characters. She started from like the rebellious teen and now she's a strong, capable young woman. How do you feel this season highlights her strength and resilience?
I agree with the fact that she's had like the biggest journey when she showed up to now. It's a huge transformation, and it's been so cool to play that and grow with her. Especially this season. I think before the issues she was having were with her mom or which boys she liked and which boy liked her and sort of those normal like teen issues. And in season 6, she's really having to face these very adult things. She's pregnant. Her partner has a disease that will take him out earlier than he should be gone. The baby might also have this. It's all of these things that she's really had to rise to the occasion to really grow up and handle. And also just watching her continue to pursue what she's passionate about and work with hope and really focus on those goals and dreams as well as building this family.
Yeah. Speaking of Hope, I absolutely love the whole dynamic between Lizzie and Hope. Hope is so strong and she's sometimes a bit much, but Lizzie, she isn't afraid to kind of speak her mind around Hope, which I really think that's admirable. Can you kind of talk about what it's like working with Annette O'Toole to bring that Lizzie Hope dynamic to life?
Oh, I think Annette is wonderful. I mean, she has been in the industry so long and is such a seasoned actor and is always prepared, is always there for the work. And I feel like her and I have a very similar way that we work. And so it's just made it so seamless. And yeah, her strength is hope and Lizzie's strength. I think that's why they're such a perfect pair. They might butt heads at times because they both are willing to speak their mind. But I feel like Lizzie is growing into a mini Hope and really being mentored by her. But yeah, getting to act opposite Annette O'Toole is it's such a treat getting to go to work and create with her. And I don't know, it's just I feel so lucky and just to get to sit with her between takes and hear stories about the industry and all of her life and everything. I feel like she's just like has so much wisdom and heart and is such a cool just such a cool woman.
Yeah, she seems it. And I think Hope sees herself like in Lizzie like that. It's just really nice. Speaking of the cast, one of the things that I really love about Virgin River is it has so much girl power. How is it working alongside such a strong group of talented women? And how has that kind of like influenced your views on strength and female empowerment?
I feel like the show does a really good job of balancing the like romance and all of these beautiful like softer things with these women that are strong and these women that lift each other up. And I think that's such a beautiful thing. A lot of times women sometimes there's that bad rap that you have to
Yeah.
tear someone else down in order to get where you want to go. But I feel like always in my own life, it's always been about lifting each other up, at least the women that I have been around. And this show is just an extension of that. Everyone there is just so kind and generous, and it's such a good energy on set. There's no egos, there's no needing to cut somebody else down. Everybody is just there, and it's such a loving environment. And also the different generations of women on the show, and the fact that the show is highlighting these stories of women who are older who are having these incredible storylines and love stories and like adventures. It's very cool. Sean, our showrunner, does a great job, and the writers, especially this last season, I think really all of the character storylines were so engaging to watch.
I agree. I think this season is definitely one of the strongest. I mean, it just, yeah, it highlights a lot and it's done so well. Is there a moment or a storyline in season 6 that you're particularly excited for fans to see?
Um, at least with like the Lizzie and Denny stuff, I'm excited for them to see their relationship change and evolve. I feel like before it was kind of like that puppy love and that exciting beginnings, and now they're facing real adult problems and they're having to have conversations that are harder, that are easier to kind of avoid, but you can't avoid them when you have a, a countdown to having an actual baby in your lives. So I think watching their storyline and watching the pressure build over the season, that's what I'm excited for the fans to see.
Great. I love the awareness that you guys, I've never, I mean, I've heard of Huntington's disease, but I never knew what it really was. So I think it's great to, bring awareness to that also. Um,
Yeah, I think so too. And the way that Sean has handled it, it's not like an immediate death sentence. Like people live full lives. And I feel like, yeah, it's not become a super scary thing. There's still lots of hope in Denny's storyline.
yeah, definitely. If you could describe Lizzie's journey in season 6 in 3 words, what would they be?
Hmm. Uh, Determination, heartbreak, and I guess motherhood.
Yeah,
Because even though she hasn't had the baby yet, she's being mentored by people around her and having sort of mother-daughter relationships with like her and Hope, and then her getting those instincts herself.
I love that. That's great. Um, are there any like funny or memorable moments from filming this season that you could share?
Um, oh, we have such a good time on set. I feel like shooting the wedding was really fun
Yeah,
because the show is a true ensemble show. You don't always get to be on set with a lot of the other cast. And so the wedding was just like a week long thing where everyone was just there. And so that was really fun. I don't I don't know if there were like particularly like hilarious moments, but I do remember at the wedding on the dance floor when Hope and Doc and then Muriel and her new guy are having like a bit of a dance off, and Kai and I are just in the background also dancing, but we were mostly just watching them because it was just so entertaining watching the four of them really go for that. So that was like a very fond memory from this season.
you guys must have such like a great relationship because you guys have been together for so long. Just I mean, when you guys are filming, it just must be like a big party. I mean, it has to be a lot of fun.
It is, yeah. I feel lucky every day I get to go to work on that show. You really do create a bond with these people after all these years. And I think we just keep looking at each other every time the show comes out and does so well. We're like, oh, I guess we get to go have more fun and make more magic for everybody.
Yeah. One last question. What are you hoping for viewers to take away from Lizzie's story this season?
I hope that they take away that even though she's has all this like heaviness and stuff to figure out, she's still determined and focused on her goals and her aspirations and the things that she wants out of life. She so fiercely wants to have this career and have this relationship with Denny. And I love that she's not giving up on the career that she wants to have and this mentorship with Hope. But then at the same time, she's so dedicated to having this family and figuring this out with Denny. I hope that they take away that even in the seemingly really dark times, you can really lean on your community and like it's okay to not be okay. I feel like for a lot of the season, she was just trying to push stuff down and just power through, but it's so much more freeing and I don't know, beautiful to just let that guard down and be willing to ask for help. And then, yeah, her community really shows up for her.
Yeah, I agree. I wish like I want to live in a community like Virgin River. It just seems so welcoming and oh my goodness, so fun. Well, thank you so much for talking with me today. It's been great to meet you. I've seen you on my Netflix account for years. It's great that I really appreciate it.
Yeah, of course. It was great to chat with you.
Thanks. Okay. Thank you.